I feel like some of you are dealing with office politics or office gossip or just some difficulty dealing with coworkers in October. Maybe it's a stressful time in your business or it's just a particularly busy time and everybody's kind of getting on each other's nerves. But for some of you, it could be some people are going for the same job, trying to get a promotion, trying to get a raise. And there's a lot of competition and people kind of backbiting, saying bad things about each other. So people may be coming to you saying bad things about other people. You may be saying things about other people, Gemini. Wouldn't recommend it though if you're going for a promotion because it could be something the boss may find out. Because it seems like somebody's going to like put a stop to this or be like this has gotten way out of hand. Be careful of biased advice as well, Gemini, when it comes to your career or your money, because it could be, especially even a coworker that you think is your friend. I mean, if you are both at the same company, maybe they're trying to talk you out of going for a job because they are going to throw their hat in the ring. I mean, I would definitely kind of keep it to yourself if you are going to be going for a promotion or trying to get, or even if you have plans of leaving that company and going on your own, because the 9 of Pentacles, or pumpkins, again, as it were, in this deck, can also talk about being self-employed, like leaving corporate America or corporate wherever you are, whatever country you're in, for starting your own business, going freelance, becoming a gig worker or a gig employee, a contract employee, freelancing, that sort of thing. And some companies have there are rules against that, or it's in a contract. So that's another way this could be like a challenge, is maybe you want to kind of offer your services and bring in extra money, but the company you work for prohibits that or something. It was in the contract that you're not allowed to do that as long as you work for them, or something like that could be the challenge of October. For some of you, maybe it's just figuring out, how can I be independent or financially independent from this? How can I go out on my own? Or how can I achieve enough money so that I feel like all my needs are being met and I don't have to worry about money anymore? Be careful also of, and Gemini, you're usually too astute for this anyway, but yeah, be careful of someone talking you into an investment or pressuring you to invest in something. If seems like some of you it's like if it's too good to be true, it is almost always. And I know you know that, but something may sound really good because you can just really kind of see that you really want this so badly to either be out on your own or to be able to be more financially independent, that it could just be the right swindler at just the right time. So just keep an eye out for that here. And yeah, what people are saying, the gossip, the chitter chatter, there just seems to be a lot of untruths and misinformation around in October in the workplace and regarding your career. In the present energy, so this would be September going into October, or when you are watching this, we have the 5 of Pumpkins in reverse. So again, a Pentacles card, but this is a good card in the reverse. In the upright, not so much. In the reverse, it does indicate that October, or in the present and through October, is the start of rejuvenating your finances. So, you're on your way to this point, to being independent, to feeling financially stable. If it's been difficult with money, if you've had some financial difficulties, which the 5 of Pentacles or Pumpkins and the upright indicates, that is coming to an end. And for some of you, maybe it was a disappointment. Maybe you went for a job that you really wanted and it would have allowed you to be independent or forge your own path or not have to worry about money so much anymore. If that fell through and there was a disappointment, it's because there's something better coming. Luck is coming your way. It's something even better. So yeah, when you're watching this, or at end of September, early October, if you're feeling disappointed because you really thought you had a promotion, or you really thought you were getting a raise, or you had this bonus, or you were going to get this job, but then you didn't hear back, or you heard you didn't get the job, whatever that was, it's because there's something else meant for you. There's something else meant for you. And it may not come in October. It may come in November, but like you may hear about it right at the tail end of October. So just hang in there, Gemini. Whatever this was that fell through, it is because you're meant to do something else, or your path to this financial independence lies elsewhere than this place. The help that's going to be available to you in October, we've got the Hermit in reverse. So don't, here's the thing. I mean, some of you maybe you were laid off or lost a job, and you've been feeling down and depressed. But the help is saying, like, don't cloister yourself off. I mean, yeah, if you need a few days to just kind of recompose yourself, but it's through networking and being out and about and being with people, if that's the situation that you're in, that's going to lead to this next gig. So I feel like for many of you, it's going to come through someone in your network or someone that you've worked with before, or a former boss, or even a former company. So definitely don't hidey hole up in October, because, and especially if you want this promotion, like maybe you were passed over for a promotion, but maybe there's going to be another one coming up that's an even better fit for you. And maybe because you feel like you were passed over, or they didn't take you seriously when you applied for, you don't want to go to like the company Halloween party or whatever. You're like, or you're really closed off and upset, rightfully so. But I feel like if you do kind of go into that hermit phase and don't get out at all, Gemini, in the month of October, it could lead you to pass by an opportunity, or you'll miss out on something. So for some of you, maybe this isn't a job at all. Maybe you recently went through a breakup or a divorce. And, the advice is the same. You're not going to meet anybody new huddled up on your couch. You got to get out there and kind of, circulate, be social. And, if you're not feeling it, fake it till you make it. Even when you're faking it, Gemini, you're such a social creature when you turn it on. I mean, you faking it is going to look like nobody's going to be able to tell that you're faking it, being social. So, and it is kind of one of those things that once you kind of get out there again, or out around people, you'll find yourself enjoying yourself in spite of what's been going on. For some of you, yeah, I mean, I feel like you do need a few days. Maybe you need a weekend. Take the weekend or whatever if you need to kind of get over a disappointment, or, be on your own. Whether it was in career or personally, whatever the ending was or the disappointment, whatever that was, take, a few days. There's nothing wrong with that. Just don't spend the whole month in seclusion, because I feel like you will miss out on making that connection that's going to lead to this lucky break or lead to this next relationship. What must be accepted about October? We've got the Knight of Ghosts in reverse. So this is the Cups suit in the traditional decks. So this is water sign energy, Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer. So yeah, for many of you, this could be somebody that you broke up with recently. And some of you may have moved back in with your family. That's a message I'm getting for some of you, especially you Geminis 35 and younger, or especially in your 20s. Maybe you were living with this water sign, and, in the reverse, this water sign energy can be duplicitous. This can be male or female in these general readings. Sorry if I'm repeating myself. I don't know. I can't remember if I said that or not. But they can have kind of like a player energy. They can also be very emotionally manipulative, provoke emotional outbursts in people, and then to like turn it around and blame you. Well, it's all your fault that even though I cooked and provoked you until you got upset or made you cry or got you angry, it's still your fault. That's kind of their energy, very emotionally manipulative and deceptive and secretive too. with a lot of relationships going on at once. He's not, this person, he or she is not emotionally mature. They're not ready for an emotionally mature relationship. So if this is somebody that you are dating or interested in or crushing on, or that you lived with, I feel like for some of you, if you lived with this person, you are either moving out and moving back in with your folks, or maybe that already happened and that's why you're like, oh my God, I have to get out of here and be on my own again. I can't stand living here. We got to do what we got to do, right? Sometimes we have to move back in with our folks for a stint and save up, or maybe you lost your job and you had to move back in with the family. There's something to where there was a break, and then for some of you, you had to go back to your family home, or kind of stay with maybe stay with a friend and their family. There's some kind of family element here. This could also be one of your children moving back home because, they broke up with somebody or lost their job or something. So that's another message I'm getting coming through. Because of some sort of disruptive. And it may be one of those things where, like, you told this person, it could be a friend too. And they're like, oh, hey, can I crash with you? Because, I got kicked out of, It doesn't have to be you, Gemini, that this is happening to. It could be somebody like, hey, can I come stay with you? For some of you, maybe it is your child. And you may have advised them against moving in with this person, or, moving to this place, taking this job, going to this location. And lo and behold, it didn't work out. Now they want to move back home. And, after it fell through or unexpectedly didn't work out. Unexpectedly to them didn't work out, but you kind of saw it coming. But yeah, for those of you that this is someone you were interested in romantically, this is a person who's going to keep repeating the same pattern romantically. So this is somebody who deceived you, who hurt you. Like they're going to be in this cycle maybe forever if they never wise up. Some of you, again, everybody's an individual. Sure, this person could get therapy or figure out why they're doing this, or, become a more mature person in 10 years or so and snap out of this. But, at this time, and in most cases, they're just going to keep repeating this pattern. And because it takes some real guts to kind of take a good hard look at yourself and say, okay, I am not a good person. What I'm doing and how I've treated people is not a good way to be. It's not a spiritual way to be. It's not doing me any favors. So I need to change this pattern. That's hard to do, and that's why not very many people do it. But this could also be a family member. So a sibling or someone who is causing disruption within the family, or causing disruption over property, real estate, a will, an estate. But I don't have the legalities room here, and I don't have any legalities cards. So I don't think for most of you it's that. It just seems somebody causing disruption in the household or the family, or who has. And it's because they keep being deceitful or dishonest and repeating the same mistakes. And everybody, it's like causing a ripple effect, causing this repeated fallout within the family. And everybody's suffering for it. It's like, now Gemini, it could be you causing this, and this could be like one of your family members telling you that, but because these runes are coming up with this, it does seem to be like it is, this could be somebody wanting to come back home, but maybe it's because, no, they have a drug problem, or no, they lied to us, or they caused all these problems before, one of your kids, and you're like, I can't have you live here until you have stopped this behavior and grow up. The outcome of October, you've got the King of Imps in reverse. So this is fire energy. Leo, Sag, or Aries. These could be the same person. Maybe they're a sun sign with fire sign rising, or vice versa. Could also be a female fire sign. But yeah, this is trouble energy. Both of these are troublemaking energy. So very much like the advice for October here, Gemini, is if people have done nothing but kind of upset the card table or cause problems or cause disruption in your home, disruption in your family, disruption in your life, chaos in your life, and they're trying to come back home or come back in, or it's going to be the same result if you let them back in. They have not changed. So whether it's a family member, a friend, former roommate, former lover, someone wanting a second chance, this is not the time. Not October. They really need to change their ways and really work on themselves before you let them back in your sphere or let them back in your world. And I kind of feel like, money is going to be all right. So, I mean, and again, we have this like new beginning, luck coming in. So for some of you, you could hear that, or you could find a job opportunity. Maybe you interview for it in October, but maybe the start date isn't until November or later this year. Because I feel like you need some time to kind of handle more personal stuff going on with you in your family or in your personal life. You're going to need the time and the focus to deal with that. And next month will be, this is your goal. And yeah, it's going to be a challenge in October, but I think it's only a challenge because, maybe there was a disappointment. You've got to kind of lick your wounds in October and kind of get back out there and network or kind of get back on the horse in some way career-wise. And you also need the downtime in October to kind of deal with some family stuff and table that so that you can kind of go into November raring to go career-wise here. Those of you that are trying to purchase a home, purchase real estate, this duplicitous person or manipulative, deceptive person, they could be coming in that way. Like maybe you're like, I'm trying to move out, I'm trying to buy this house, and this person keeps messing with me, like changing the stuff about the deal, or changing the cost, or dealing with that sort of thing. Again, anything that falls through, or you don't have to put up with that. As much as you may love a property, I would walk away. And this could also be a landlord. I mean, if this person's already being duplicitous or you're like playing with you when you're just kind of in the early stages of signing a lease or looking at an apartment or whatever, take that as a sign. Like however bad they are just in making the deal, it's going to be even worse if you're stuck in like a year lease, right? Or it's going to be they're going to like jilt me even worse if I buy this property, because who knows what else they're lying about, when it comes to the house or the property or whatever. So yeah. And if it's a realtor that you're not liking their dealings, switch. I know it can be a pain if you've been dealing with somebody, but better that than and I feel like you're like already you've seen the signs, or you're getting a feeling here, Gemini. Trust that intuition. I know you air signs sometimes have trouble with that because you're so analytical, but it's like, okay, this person has been dishonest about this, or, and that, and now this, and I think we better walk away because this is not. Same thing if it's a relationship. This person's disappointed me, hurt my feelings so many times. I'm not giving them another chance because I deserve better, and better's coming. So that, for some of you, maybe this is a boss too. Just wanted to say that. I'm tired of being treated like this. I'm tired of being told one thing and then you do another, or I'm tired of being told like I'm in charge of this and then you give me someone else's work or double the amount of work or something.